Well, hello there, hi there, welcome to Just Bird. Today's reading is Louis Tomlinson's Next 3 Months in Love, Love, Love. Let's focus on Louis's love life over the next 3 months, so January, February, and March of 2026. What's coming in for Louis Tomlinson's love life? Please do consider to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. And if you enjoy One Direction content, consider becoming a member. Let's see. Here we go for Louis. All right, so first off, we have a breakup. Trying to blend in by breaking up. So trying to, break things off and make it a mutual thing. But it seems like he wants to break up with, what's her name? McDermott. I forget her name. What he's releasing? Well, dream big. Going somewhere. And some monies. But he may be releasing some kind of charity event that he's supposed to be at. I know this isn't love related, but releasing the big dream of love and having a balanced relationship with that Six of Pentacles there. And he's releasing what he may have thought love looked like, or what a balanced relationship is for him. Now, what's coming in, the incoming love energy, is disappointing to him. It's a disappointment, and it may be because they want too much attention. They're a show off, and there's a lack of love there. It could be someone from his past that he lost in love as well, but it's still disappointments in love coming toward him over the next few months. The hidden influence is what he doesn't see coming is work. That he's fired up and ready to go again, hot in his pants, looking good, feeling good. He could be attracting the same type of energy, but he doesn't see this person coming in. They're highly attractive, they're very passionate, and fired up. So someone that's on the same level as him, I'd say, as far as like passion in their pants. His romantic connection, well, they took off quickly. They're taking off. It's a tower moment, so they're out of there. They're just gone. So well, I wonder when. The challenge is in the relationship is him extending his cup and needing to slow down. That came up for Zane too, and I believe the same position. Slow down with your love offer. Or he's too slow. The challenge is like getting him to move a little bit quicker. And but he may be in slow mode as far as like offering love. Snail pace. And his advice is to get some rest, aim high, get some rest, and deal with your anxiety and any stress that he may have going on. He may just be having a bad few months due to stress, anxieties, and mental strain. Also a lot of sleepless nights. So aim high and climb those mountains as we're considering love. But with these tower moments and needing to break free, because he's been trying to blend in and be, I guess, in love and be a social couple and try to be out and about. Well, he needs a rest from that. It's, I don't think this is when the breakup actually happens, but it is a break from the relationship, needing a break from the relationship. I think it happens down here because he's not, or up here, where we're having the lack of love, and just kind of somebody wants the attention on them, and so there's some hurt feelings, whatever. He wants a balanced, healthy relationship, but he doesn't have one yet. Let's see. The potential outcome is setting sail and, Seven of Cups. So that's him observing what else is out there and taking off to see what's out there, So he gets right back in the saddle. Even though there's disappointments, he may have a little bit of stress or whatnot, but it's just time for him to choose a different route, a new cup. So he has a lot of love to offer, but it's almost like she's hanging him out to dry. Do you see the hands coming up in this card at the bottom of the card there in the shadows? That reminds me of him being on stage, and it creates, tension, stress. But there may, since I'm seeing this as like him being on stage and all of the fans just, Louie, 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 it could be something like that, the attention he receives not only creates stress for him, but stress within the relationship that he is in, and either moving too fast or I think it's like he takes too long to really give wholly of himself. Like he can give freely financially and do all of the trips and everything that couples do, but I'm talking about turning over his heart, right, and giving his whole heart to someone. I don't think he's capable maybe not with this particular relationship that he's in right now. He's not willing to just hand over his whole heart. Let's just see for Louis what's the love energy for January, February, and March. See for Louis Tomlinson. Let's see what's coming up for Louis Tomlinson. Louis Tomlinson. January 2026. So January, he's searching, exploring new ventures, pursue new connections, and research job opportunities and connect with like minded ones. So I feel like this is where, I don't know if it's a breakup, but it is where he's out and about and exploring new territory in January. So let's see, what about February? Undressing, uh-oh. Made to feel weak, feeling exposed and vulnerable, superficial needs and attention, exposes oneself to the wrong people. Yeah, I told you this here, that's what this is feeling like. So by February, it feels like Ms. McDermott, she may be hanging him out to dry, you know? He may be feeling a bit vulnerable at that point, and that would be where the stress comes in. Let's see, for March, where is Louis going to be at in March concerning love? What's the energy for love for Louis Tomlinson? All tied up. Wait, you're getting undressed over here, and now you're all tied up. Okay. Too controlling, feeling or being a bit too uptight, being someone you're not, and keeping up with the Joneses. That's that trying to blend in kind of thing. But all tied up to me is like, maybe he is a little too uptight, but that could be the energy that's coming in for him. Too controlling, too uptight, being someone they're not, someone that seeks a lot of attention. Be mindful that Louis may be doing a little bit too much drinking during this time. I'm just going to put that out there. All right. It seems like Ms. McDermott is on her way out. Because she wants the spotlight, she wants the attention, she wants the shine, and I don't know Louis' personality, if he doesn't seem controlling, but I would imagine that he can be he may have a control issue, just because, you know, he's superstar, you're used to having things your own way, blah, 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 may come off like that within his relationships. Not sure, though. All right, moving right along. Let's do Niall's 3-month ahead love life. I wonder if he's proposed for Christmas, or is that going to be a New Year proposal? It seems like he's ready to propose. It's been on his mind nearly all of 2025. So let's see. Maybe they're already engaged and he's just very private about it. Someone calling me? Yes. Okay. Niall Horan. Niall Horan. Can I get his name right? In 2026, can I get his name right? Niall Horan. What's coming up for Niall? Love life. Ooh, sending love. Is this the invitations? his current energy is he's sending love, and he's staying up late. He's a little bit addicted to his lover, and they have a lot of late nights. So sending a lot of love. Maybe he has to send love because maybe he's busy working. I don't know what his life looks like, as far as like where he's out playing out, if he has gigs set up or anything. I don't know. What he's releasing is the need to fight, right? He's releasing the need to argue, the need to be right. He's getting rid of a sharp tongue and maybe some bitterness. And we have wonder why, right? So asking too many questions, So I think that, he's just giving up the need to always be right and questioning why, blah, blah, blah. The incoming love is, he's inspired with the new love here. I don't think it's a new lover. It's just a new chapter in his love life. And boy, does he want to crawl in her cup. So he wants to be husband. Looky there. He wants to be husband. Because this is the hidden influence, is structure and being in control and to dream big. And when you're dreaming big in love, he's divine masculine here. So he dreams of being, husband and father. He wants to go round and round and round again with this one. I believe she's going to be his wife. Amelia. Is it Woolley, or is that how you pronounce her last name? I'm not sure. All right, so his romantic connection. Well, he's teamed up to set sail with her. So they're collaborating. He may be collaborating with friends or on the work front of setting aside time to take a trip together. Maybe this is going to be the honeymoon. But whatever it is, they're working on it together. I feel like that send love is the invitations going out. And I feel like this set sail is, honeymoon. Honeymoon. So let's see. The challenges is starting over and offering his love. So this could be after this spat, some kind of conflict within the relationship. It's just an argument. It's not a breakup or anything major that I'm seeing. I just see a spat, a little bit of friction, and this would be like, hey, I'm sorry, can we just start over, begin again? I'm sorry. It feels like it, and I'm sorry for not being there. However, the advice, is to offer it up. We got the Page of Swords. Have the conversation. Learn from your mistakes and quickly move on for them, as we have transitioning out of them with the 6 swords combined. So, and ask questions, right? But be polite about it. You don't have to be nasty. Just ask questions and answer them. Basically grow up with this Page of Swords here and learn from your mistakes, and learn that an argument, that's all it is. You step on somebody's toes, you're going to be stepping on people's toes for the rest of your life. Marriage is definitely not going to fix anything, right? But he is learning how to apologize and be responsible for. It seems like he has a quick wit, but it could be a feisty temper, temper. Harsh with his words, and really learning how to communicate in a loving way and how to ask those questions, right? Because up here he's learning how all of the whys and releasing the need to be right, releasing the arguments, and transitioning beyond. So good for for Niall. Good for Niall. All right, so the potential outcome here over the next 3 months is waiting and blending in. Okay, so what are we waiting on? Making a decision to go somewhere. Maybe somewhere tropical. So whatever it is, it brings balance to him. And I feel with the map in this card and the lizard over here, it's somewhere warm, you know, warm, tropical. But deciding, like, where do we go from here? Where do we want to take a vacation? Because he's making the arrangements over here to set sail somewhere. It could be maybe taking her on a work trip somewhere together, but it could also be honeymoon type of energy. But I suspect, you know, if they're not engaged or whatnot yet, that he's planning to take her somewhere with him while he works. Okay, while he's working. Maybe there was a discussion and a letdown at some point over the next few months. So he's made his decision. Like, let's just go. We'll go somewhere where everyone goes. So it would be a popular place. I'm not sure where, but you know, it would be a popular place that everyone would be familiar with. And that's what I have. Well, let me just do his little love energy from this deck. It looks good for Niall, and like I said, he's growing up and learning how to communicate clearly by asking questions, right? Being inquisitive, and not so harsh with his tongue, not, you know, and releasing the need to be right. Like, do you want to be right, or do you want to be in a relationship? Like, that's it. Sometimes, you know, like, winning an argument or being the right all of the time, it doesn't work in relationships, you know. Release that need to be right all the time. That goes for everyone, you know, not just Niall. Releasing the need to be right so that you can keep your relationship, you know. Everything doesn't have to be a bitter end. Let's see. Niall Horan, January. Meow. Sense of grace and ease, playful and encouraging. Embrace your individuality and display quiet self-assurance. Meow. Let's see. For February, inner work. Yeah, well, we see that happening. Become more self-aware. Be authentic and resilient. Cultivate deep inner peace and heal past traumas and wounds. Yep. Good for Niall. Good. That's just him taking a good hard look at him and the way that he delivers his messages. Maybe he gets real loud, you know. Let's see. And for March, what's coming in for Niall's love life in March 2026 for Niall Horan? Well, come on. All right. If you've made it this far, please do consider to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. And if you enjoy One Direction content, consider becoming a member. Look, honorable. That's this Emperor energy. Doing the right thing. Stick to your merit, to your morals, and believe in the truth. Going against the grain. Yeah, because it's so much easier to just not. It's so much easier to just argue, fuss, and fight instead of learning the lesson and, you know, knowing when to put your swords down, right? When to apologize. I love the energy of Mother Mary here, which is just telling me that they're going to be going to the church, getting married, saddling up. That's what I feel is there, coming in for Niall in 2026. He better get married. I've been calling this out for nearly a year. It's your time. Go be a man.